Hey everybody, welcome back to more Rayman 1. This is part 2 where we go to the Swamp of Forgetfulness. Rayman 1. The game that I couldn't play for about 8 years. Holy crap, 8 years. Anyway, if you fist that little thingy...
Rayman! Take this magic seed!
It gives you this magic seed, yeah. And if you use the action button, whatever you mapped it to, you can plant these platforms. Yeah, I haven't played this game for 8 years, and I know I got basically I said that it was the first game I got, which obviously is true. I think I started playing this game when I was like 3 or 4 years old or so, and well, besides this game, you also had well, in my case, it's called Rayman 60 Levels, which also came with a Rayman 2 demo, and also Rayman Jr., which I actually also played for a pretty long time. Even when I was like, well, I don't know, 11 or 10 or 11 years old, all the educational stuff was like a cakewalk for me, but I still wanted to play it just for, well, just because the game was fun. It was for me, it was just the gameplay that was fun, really. Anyway, get these guys out of the way. Sometimes you also see a shining spot right there that also indicates a trigger spot that will not always be there. But if it's there, take advantage of it, by all means. And we got some N-type tunes, I think they're, yeah, well, at least I know the name, but don't know if it's pronounced that way. You know, the good guys are Elec tunes. Like Elecman or something. I don't know. And apparently that cage re-triggered itself. Don't know how that works, but should I question it? Nope. And those are actually pretty special, because if you go underneath them, they will try to bite you. There's also one that there's also ones that fly. There are also ones that fly and that can drop onto you once you're underneath them. There's also one that can charge at you. But you'll see those later. Trust me. Okay. Let's go up here, and I'm trying to kind of see if I can do that faster, but whatever. Once you really get all the power-ups in the game, you can pretty much just backtrack for every other level there is, because then you can actually get all the cages in the game. Also, I missed the platform that was up there, but really the only thing that's up there is a magician with the minigame, and that's actually the minigame that I can do. Also, I should not have jumped down there, or I should have not have kept being here, but whatever. We have to backtrack here anyway, right? I don't really care, as long as I do it all on the second run. Well, that's the end of that. Also, if you go to the right here, it basically leads to the second world, but why would you do that, right? Alright, next level, Moskito's Nest. This is the boss's lair. Ooh, yeah. Well, first we'll go up there and trigger this cage. Because cages will trigger a lot by doing certain things. And this is what I consider the hardest part of this world. because this might be a little awkward. And you might have to do some epic maneuvering to jump out of the way, I suppose. We don't even need to take this plum, but I'll take it anyway, because it's there. And now we got 2 boats. I also love to kill those piranhas that are like swimming up in the air. Like when I was little and like I played this like a bunch of times, I was just there just to mess around. There's actually an enemy in this world only that you're also going to see only once in this game. A really tough enemy, by the way, which I actually like to mess around with. You'll see it in this level, actually. Oh no, I've taken my first hit in this project. Well, whoopie-doo. Were you expecting it to take, like, forever? Nah. It's not like that. But actually, about that minigame that I missed, you need to, like, you have these swings. Like, only these swings, you don't have to fall in platforms. And what you have to do is fist those swings to activate them. But you have to do it in a certain timing, and I don't seem to get the timing right. So yeah, that's the one that gets me every time, and shoot, I did that wrong. Well, if I fail, whatever. I'll just try again. That looks like I'm going to anyway. Yeah, I missed it by 1. Holy crap. But yeah, that's good. Well, as long as you get more than 10 things, you basically do get a profit, of course. Oh, 17, okay, I missed it by 2. That feels a little bit better, because then it doesn't feel like, you gotta be kidding me, 1 thing! Yeah, exactly. You pretty much just don't have to miss the long platforms at all. Yeah, this one is obviously the most awkward one to get. And most of the time it's pretty much luck with me. The rest of this stuff I pretty much just got in the bag right here. Because this is all falling platforms, and well, it would be pretty stupid if I miss a platform.
Perfect!
You're okay. Well, pretty much I didn't, but besides that one from the Moskito level, I didn't miss any one of, because, you know, that one from that minigame I can't do anyway. Whoa. Don't know what happened there, but I'll take it. Also, when you get a 1-up, your hit points will get restored. So yeah. And also that photographer there, over there, the guy who takes the pictographs, he acts as a checkpoint, by the way, so if you die, you can't just restart there. And I always think there's something up there, but there really isn't. I thought there were maybe tanks up there, but oh. And that sometimes happens, and that is just stupid if that happens, because it's not supposed to happen. Okay, here we're going to see what I consider the most fun enemy to play with in the game. This is the tentacle flower. It spawns licking stones regardless if you just fist it or wait. As you see, it gets stunned like after you hit it a few times. I'm just going to, you know, just explain how this enemy works anyway. The more you hit it, the more enemies it will spawn. And I died! No! Well, whatever. I played around with it, and that's the point, right? Yeah, and it's basically what you saw right there is that it spawned four those guys at once. And basically, when that happens, the tentacle flower gets stunned in forever. So yeah. Also, when you die, if you did pick up the golden fist and the long range fist, you now only have the long range added to it. Because if you die, that is basically what happens. And as you see, I have 0 things now because, as I said, if you lose a life, you also lose all of your things, which is just unfortunate. But just yeah, because pretty much if you die like quite a bit, actually, you will very likely never ever get a 1-up again if you, well, if it comes to thing collecting. Okay, so let's now just try to get past this guy. And this one will just go upwards, and it will spawn a cage. And those tiny peas, they can recover, I think, 1 or 2 HP. I think that's how it works. I also love how those anti-tombs just die. Because when they die, their bodies just fly off, and all that remains are their eyes. And those just bounce around. Goodbye. We don't like you. And yeah, as you have seen, as demoing by me, you will die instantly in the water, because apparently Rayman didn't learn how to swim. While in the second game, he did learn how to swim, but he had an air meter. And in the third game, he could just swim indefinitely and got a helicopter motor driver thingy to it, which he only used once. We'll use these platforms. These checkpoints. And kind of tough jump to make, but if you go up here, it will trigger these platforms. And once you go up here, it makes a mirrored sprite of the plum appear. Yeah, really weird, but that's how it is. And up here's a cage. And then we just go back. Well, I can just take these platforms, don't need to really wasting time, right? Right. Anyway, moving on. Oh god. This might actually also be a little tough if you're not used to these spiky berry swings. Should have ducked there, but whatever. Okay, we got a plum right over here. Hey, don't just turn around like that. You can't do that. That's cheating. Yeah, I don't want to go to the exit sign just now. I just want to get this one up. As you see, I can also fist that one up, but later you'll also be able to grab the one-ups from a distance. I think actually, if you like go through this game without like losing lives, like barely, you can just get 99 lives. And otherwise, it's possible by thing collecting, but that takes forever. Anyway, we're at the boss, I could say. This is Moskito. This is not Bzzit, in case you were thinking, because I fought that for a very long time. You got a ginormous berry, and well, if you get hit by the berry, it doesn't give you invisibility frames. If you just keep going into it, you will just get comboed. Also, when you get hit by it, it causes some knockback also, because this is like a special way to get hit. And also, when the screen goes fast, it basically goes as fast as you can walk. And that's the end of that. Phase 1 is complete. And, well, they give you a little break here, which I would call like a nothing level, because, like, seriously, I'm already halfway through the level. Yeah, how would you think that? And that's what I call a nothing level. Because the end is just past this little hill. You see, there's the end. Anyway, when we attempt to get this one up, we can get this cage too. And so we go to the second part of this boss. Now, actually, in the PlayStation version, this enemy actually has the right pallets, because in this version it has the wrong ones. The pallets for this one are supposedly purplish reddish, I believe. Anyway, after 2 hits, it will drop these little spiky berries. Try to hit you. They pretty much have the same concept, just if you go underneath them, they will drop. These ones will just bounce, just avoid them by just going underneath them when they're at their highest point. Simple as that. And yeah, the berries you can't just hit, apparently. Well, that doesn't count for the big one, actually. Like this one. Don't know what happens if you get hit by that, if you get comboed or something, but I'm not gonna try, because that's stupid. Well, of course, it's even more stupid if you do it, like, on purpose. Unless you're just trying to, like... unless you're trying to, like, know everything of the game. I'm sorry, you're not gonna hit me today. Not today, mister. I'm just gonna avoid that. If you just think you can avoid it, just go out of the way. Also, the background resembles the tentacle flower we've seen in this level. And it actually looks pretty disturbing. And that's the end. Sit this down.
Excellent.
Excellent. And every time you kill the area boss, something random happens here. Don't know why they put it there, but they did. Apparently, Rayman is trying to get his driver's license, or his... something. Let's just assume he's riding a car. An imaginary car. Bye-bye! Oh, shit, this is not going right. Oh, screw that. Whatever. Let's just go. Let's just go on with the story, shall we? A gloomy part of your quest will start now. Well, of course it gets harder. So yeah, that makes sense. Of course, and we could use this power like in this level. I didn't make that very clear, but there was a ring in the level which I kind of skipped. And you did get a look of it. So yeah, you just use the fist to grab onto the rings, and you can swing. And that's also the way how you can get 1-ups from a distance. Anyway, I'm going to end off this part here. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next part when we tackle Bandland Bongo Hills. See you then.